Hey, good afternoon everybody, and welcome to our first video. Ever so sorry that I'm a day late, a bit rubbish start to my challenge. Unfortunately on Thursday I was taken down with a mega stomach bug, which I won't bore you with the gruesome details, but I've been completely wiped out. So I do apologise that yesterday I missed the first video, and today it probably won't be the most in-depth because I'm still not quite with it, and obviously I apologise for looking a complete mess as well. We did receive a few lovely questions which I will answer in a moment, because I have a brain like a sieve. I've written down everything that I need to explain to everybody today. So very briefly, who we are. I know most of you that follow our page will know who we are already, but I have had a few questions that have come through, and they do make us sound a little bit like we're a bigger setup than we are. So I just thought it was nice to jump on and basically explain that it is myself and my mum as a two-person team here. We don't just run the clubs and the stable club side of things. We do also run a part livery yard, which involves looking after other people's horses for them, and that's a 7-day commitment. We have our own horses to look after. We run private sessions. We run obviously our normal group sessions as well. So we're kept pretty busy. I do a little bit of dog walking on the side just to make ends meet, because obviously ponies are expensive pets. And we do have quite a good team of ponies now. We do have a fair few of them, and I'll be introducing them to you as we go through our videos. Today we're going to say hi to Lily, who is probably the main face of the stable club ponies, and her gorgeous boyfriend Jimmy. So I'm just going to do a quick hello with Lils. Hey Lily, say hello to everybody. So Lily, our little miniature Shetland pony, she is probably classed as our mascot as well. She generally takes part in most of the activities that we do here. We've had her a little while now, and again came from a little rescue centre. Jimmy had a slightly better life before he came in here. He worked, didn't you mate, with a lot of children and was very much loved. It was only because his owner was moving away and she wanted him to have, again, still a little activity to do in his life. So that's why he's still here with us now. So yeah, that's who we are. Mother-daughter team, Sandra and Terry. It's always us, 7 days a week, all the time. And our background comes from, we were very much involved in riding school for a very long time. Weirdly, for a mother-daughter team, it was actually myself that got us into horses. So it was me bugging and nagging at my parents to take me riding, and then actually once I had been riding for a little while and was really lucky enough to get my own pony, a retired riding school pony called Willow, who was absolutely awesome, and we had her on DIY because that's all we could afford, which means do it yourself and do everything yourself. We did, but unfortunately she ended up getting a kick in the field, was sort of what bedbound we call stable rest, box rest. So I was at school and mum had to take up the reins as it goes and try and help me out walking her and getting her back into fitness, and that ignited a little desire to maybe get on and have a go, and here we are. God, maybe 30 years later, I think it's got to be now. So yeah, she has now come through her BHS exams, the same as all youngsters have to, and hats off to my mum because she done it as a more senior student. And we worked in riding school together for a long time. We set up the yard here 9 years ago, over 9 years ago now, starting predominantly as a livery yard. So livery is when you look after other people's horses, as I said earlier, and then we got a few ponies and then a few more ponies, and then decided that these ponies could probably help others as much as they help us. So as much as they are very cute pets and we love them very much, it's nice for them to have a little bit of a job, but it's also good to see that the joy that they can bring and how they can help children learn. We felt there was a gap in the market for something like we offer. So we don't offer any riding here, so that actually comes under one of my questions that I've had. Why don't you offer riding lessons? So the main reason we don't offer riding lessons is, one, because the majority of the ponies that we have here are not started under saddle, so they've never been ridden their whole life. They probably have come from a rescue setup, and if they haven't come from a rescue setup and they can be ridden, then we actually decided to not get our riding school license. So I did go through a short period of time. If you go back through our history on our page, you'll see that there are some ridden posts, which is what confuses a lot of people, but we don't offer that anymore. Dolly and Poppy, who were mostly doing the riding, they just got a little bit cheesed off with it. Oh, it's starting to rain. And they decided it wasn't really for them, and I'm not one for pushing horses to do something that they don't want to do. So yes, we don't offer any riding. It is all based on care, looking after the ponies, and I'm going to run into the shelter, and trying to get the best out of children and out of the ponies as we can. So that's our background. Question: who is club for, and is it every week? So quick answer to that is club is for Saturday club that is run every Saturday. Runs from 1 till 3, costs £25. It is open to any children from the age of about 5 or 6. It very much depends if they're happy to be left with us, because it is a drop-off and collect club. We only have a small setup down here, so if parents were to stay, it would mean that we would only be able to have half the amount of children to have a safe amount of people on the yard. So we do ask for children to be dropped off at 1 with their water bottles, weather appropriate clothing, because as we find, you never know what it's going to do. Pickup is at 3 o'clock. We do different activities all week, every week, so we probably will follow a bit of a routine. We sometimes will wash the buckets, put the straw on the bed, discuss a little bit about stable management, stable care, the ponies, grooming, how to look after them, condition scoring. If there's anything that sort of pops up along the week, we'll use that to help educate and help the children. So yes, it is every week, unless there is any reason why Sandra or I can't be there to help you. So do you have to commit to come weekly? No, is the short answer of that. Many of the children that do come weekly because they just love it, and so they want to keep coming. But obviously I do totally understand that financially it's not always easy to commit to something weekly, especially at £25 a session, that it can sort of add up. So some children come once a month, some are ad hoc, some every week, some every other week. So no, there is no official commitment to have to come every week, but you can if you want to. Oh, perfect. What happens if it rains? So a question that we get asked a lot: what happens if it rains? If it rains, we generally run anyway, unless it is some kind of biblical rainstorm, high winds, dangerous conditions. We have other activities we can do. We can go into the barn, we can learn about feed, we can do some different activities. We've got our guinea pig room, we've got clipboards, even different worksheet exercises that we can use if we need to. So yes, it does still run if it rains. Yeah. What's the difference between the new young equestrian club and normal stable club? Just going to swap hands because my arm's hurting. So the main difference is that nice pooey shelter, that's lovely. That'll be my job for later. The main difference between the Young Equestrian Academy that we're trying to promote at the moment and our normal stable club is that the Young Equestrian Academy is run through an equimotional workbook sections. So there's 6 modules, and they work through the modules to gain a certificate at the end of each module. It's a fantastic way of getting their learning down on paper, getting a little achievement as they go along. They're really fun and interactive workbooks, but obviously we can't do them every week as part of Stable Club, because some children come every week and some are you know, some are not so regular, so it just makes it a little bit easier for us to make sure that everyone's on a level playing field, really. So I was hoping to launch the Young Equestrian Academy Module 1 session on the 16th of May, but I actually made a big boo-boo, and it is my son Aaron's football presentation on May the 16th. So you may have noticed that that poster's come down, and I do also need enough time to get the workbooks printed, so I will put another date up for June, and I will do that either tonight or tomorrow. And then if you are interested, please can you let me know as soon as you can, because it is so much easier for me to get the booklets done through the printers, and obviously there is limited numbers available. It is really for maybe 8 years old to 15, I'd say. Any younger than that, I think it might just go over their heads a little bit, because there is a little bit of workbook stuff that we want to do, some discussions that we want to have. So that's that really. So I would say it maybe appeals to just a slightly older audience than our normal Stable Club. Last question was adult activities on offer. We try our best to do some adult activities. We have done or tried to launch coffee mornings. We've tried to do brush a pony. We do I'm also qualified in equine sports massage therapy, so I've done some little mini workshops where people can come and learn very basic pony massage with the little ponies, just really for their own well-being more than anything. But weirdly, we don't seem to be able to grab a big enough audience for these. Oh, my hair's all over the place. So if you are interested in adult activities, probably the best thing to do is to try and jump on, like, comment. Even if you can't make something that we put on, if you can't make it, if you can't get there, then really just write in the comments, can't make it this time but next time would be brilliant, or can you book me in for the next one. It just tells us that we're not completely barking up the wrong tree when it comes to different activities. Obviously big long video today, hopefully you've made it to the end of it with us. I'm just going to do snippets hopefully from now on. You might get the idea that I can actually talk for England, so if the videos do drag on a little bit, then I might clip them down. But for today I just wanted it to be a nice introduction to us and what we do, and give you a little bit of information, make it all feel a little bit more familiar, and hopefully then you feel a little bit more comfortable to kind of reach out, say hi, and yeah, please do interact with us, with any of the social pages, especially small businesses, because we can't reach anybody if Facebook thinks no one likes us. So if you do like what we do, if you can't be bothered to listen to the end of the video and you see it, still just give us a like or a comment. Costs you absolutely nothing, but it means the absolute world to us. So I will try again tomorrow, and I will do my best to put something up every single day, so you will be sick of the sight of me by the end of May. Hope you've all had a lovely Saturday, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye.